What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans, guys. We are live on the road, man. I'm headed down to South Florida. Did you say hi, Carter? The little one said hi. Listen, man, breaking news. Listen, I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to hear Tua's not healthy anymore. It's a wrap. Tua Tagovailoa declares himself healthy. It's a wrap. The man declared himself healthy, man. No more arguing with me. Y'all, no more arguing with me about TD. The man not healthy. He declares himself healthy and ready to go. He's ready to go. Getting on the field is another story. He is ready for camp though. And you know what? The article that I read where he said it just now, it made me feel good because I just realized that he does have an advantage over all the other quarterbacks in a specific sense. I didn't think about this. I did not think about this, but he definitely has an advantage over the other quarterbacks.
You just got a donation, bro.
Oh,
Real Adrian God YT. Yes, you're healthy. $4.99.
yeah, shout out to real Adrian, the wife reading the comments right now. Thank you, baby. I appreciate the donation. Yes, he is healthy, but Tua has an advantage right now. What we weren't discussing was the fact that Tua came back before everybody else because the NFL allowed all injured players to come in and start getting worked on. And Tua said out of his own mouth, he said, I already got a good feel of what to expect around here because the question that was asked was, how do you think it's going to feel transitioning in? He said, I already got a good feel. I know what to expect. I have a good feel of what needs to be done and how to go about myself now because I had the luxury of coming in because they allow players to come in that were injured early. So Tua has already been working. Tua has already been getting acclimated, adjusted, and I never thought about that advantage. I just thought, okay, they're coming in, doctors evaluating him, but he's been in the facilities for a long time. So it made me realize, hold on, this man been working with Chan. I bet he done been working with Chan Gailey. He been working, learning the offense, doing all of that.
Raven says, hey, what's up, family? What's up, Mr.
Engraving, shout out to the homie, man. He in the building right now, man. Engraving, watch out. Tua on the way, baby. Tua, better than Lamar Jackson. Woo! Bold predictions, right? Bold predictions. Man, I think I see another donation. Did I miss it?
Yes, you did. You have a couple. DFS Hobby, I've been saying this. He's past physical, no excuses.
Wow, who was that?
DFS Hobby.
DFS Hobby, no excuse. Thank you. I'm tired of it. Let me tell y'all something. The only people arguing with me about this are the people that don't want to be wrong. They don't want to be wrong because they went out on a limb. TD not healthy, man. They just said that excuses are over. The man has spoke out of his own mouth. We've been healthy. Someone say he healthy. Now it ain't no excuse. Tua Tagovailoa is healthy going into the camp.
DFS Hobby says Tua the only one who's practiced with the Fins receivers already.
Well, yes, I knew about that. Tua already putting work in. Do y'all not see what's happening? And then listen, y'all already know Tua's behavior and his demeanor. He's humble. In that article, Fitzpatrick is the ultimate professional. You know, who better to learn from? I'm willing. If I'm gonna do whatever's best. If you want, but it's kind of too late. I'm okay. I'm okay.
No. I want to drive.
You want to drive?
Yes.
But I don't trust you driving.
No, but I know I don't trust you driving because you're so lit.
Maybe, but I want you to run. All right. I'll pull over and let you drive so I can have some fun with the beats, man.
And Graven says, "Man, I love how y'all do it. You're streaming and talking, and your wife reads the
Oh,
comments.
see,
I
that's a
love how
sign.
she supports
Thanks,
you. That's
Engraven.
beautiful things. Wiser and blessings. Oh, thank you, brother. Thanks, Engraven.
Man, love you, homie.
But he's so excited about this upcoming season.
Hey,
I'm a little nervous, so I'm gonna go ahead and drive so he can give you guys the full attention.
how about you drive when I
Pull
get
over.
to that
No,
gas station?
that's fine. That's
All right,
fine. I
that's
can
about
hold
10
on.
minutes from now, all right?
Okay, that'll work. Thank
All
you.
right.
Give them their full attention.
I will.
Hi,
But listen,
Anthony.
let
How
me
are
keep
you?
going. Hey, listen, y'all. If y'all don't see what's going on, though, he been in there before everybody. We're talking to the coaches, working, probably watching films with the coaches. He's been already throwing with the receivers. Nobody else has. Already taking snaps from O-linemen. Oh, man, if y'all don't see the writing on the wall, it's wartime, man. Tua Tagovailoa. And let me tell y'all another thing. We're not going to get to see camp now. We're not going to be able to see camp now, so we ain't going to know what's going on. I would not be surprised if game one, Tua Tagovailoa ain't starting. I'm telling y'all, man, the stars are aligning. The stars are aligning, man. This kid is getting ready to come out and hopefully shock the sports world and ball out his rookie season. And you know what? Boy, I'm telling y'all, too, y'all might look up and two out here talk about Mahomes who? Mahomes who? Have y'all heard of me? Mahomes who? Now again, the biggest threat to Tua Tagovailoa is his health.
Let me see.
The biggest threat to Tua is his health.
Let me see, Carter.
He gotta stay healthy, man, because he's gonna see action early. Tua is gonna see action early, y'all. Oh my gosh, babe.
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
All right. So let me see where I left
So
off.
please tell me what everybody's saying, man.
Okay.
Woo!
Yep. No excuses. Fin Strong says afternoon. TD and Hillary. Hey, Fin Strong. Rip Tupac says you're a little laggy. We're probably in the
We in backwoods right now.
Yeah, let's see here. TD hype and Tua is cringy to watch. He literally hated him. TD hype about Tua is cringy to watch.
You better get used to
He
it.
literally hated him months ago. Logan, he never
hated that man. I just had my concerns. Injuries was number one, and his flaws in his game, which I know he working on improving. All I was doing was fighting with people that made it seem like it didn't exist, and then y'all called me a hater. When the man came out himself and verified everything I've been saying about him this whole time.
But of course, why wouldn't he support his team? I mean, why wouldn't he support his team?
It's cool, let them cringe. I feel good.
I'll skip over those comments. Mr. Miami 305. What up, 305 786 407 561 954 904? Florida boys, stand up.
Yes, all day.
Rip Tupac, better watch the kids behind you, Miss Hillary. I know, right? Are they fighting?
Are they?
No, I think they're good. Samaj Taylor says we're ready. Rip Tupac says yes, they are. Scott Jackson says looks like a future NFL player over your shoulder, over your right shoulder, TD.
Two of them.
Tua is ready, and so am I. Oh my gosh, it's like a hurricane outside.
It's all good.
I'll never get used to Florida rain. It like blows in the wind. It's crazy. I'm speaking in the stadium. Oh goodness.
That's real?
Yes. Miami 305 says, I cornbread, born and raised Miami, Florida, Liberty City.
Liberty City.
Brandon Hudgens, hey Brandon, says Tua gonna be so ready to play. Clemente says, make sure to hit that like button if you haven't already.
Yes, punch that like button.
Notification bell to get all the best Dolphins and NFL talk.
Yes.
Rip Tupac says he's not injury prone.
He's just prone to injury.
Anthony Madonna says, TD, are the defense of the Dolphins ready for the beginning season?
Yeah, I mean, if any unit is ready, it should be the defense. I'm telling y'all, man, Tua starting and our defense doing what they do, guaranteed playoffs, in my opinion. Everybody can doubt that with this 8-8, 7-9, and best case 9-7. But if Tua start and that defense doing what it do, man, we guaranteed playoffs, y'all. Finally, and y'all will see.
Miami Dolphins is the legend killer, Mr. Miami 305. King Mill 7280 says, I cannot wait to see our defense. They're going to gel easily.
It's gonna be a thing of beauty, man.
Adrian Gray says Tua physically will be fine.
He is fine. Not will be. He is. He declared himself healthy, ready to go. The other one.
Okay.
He declared himself healthy and ready to go. No more talk. No more excuses.
So why don't you just go on this
The man, because it's full. The man
We're just switching seats.
declared. It's right up the road. The man declared himself healthy and ready to go.
What did Cammy do?
No more. We don't have to go back and forth anymore. Oh, he dropped it.
Yeah, Cammy threw it, of course. No,
Oh. Oh yeah, he dropped the iPad.
he threw the iPad.
Oh boy.
That's what he does. Anyways, no Cammy.
Hey,
Okay.
mommy.
All right, let's see. It's raining. Yes, it is raining. I'm gonna make y'all mad. Rosen winning the Super Bowl like Nick Foles did. Tua goes down late in the season.
Listen, I don't care how it happened. Long as I get a Super Bowl, but I know that right now, Tua is probably gonna give us the best chance to win. And that shouldn't make anybody mad. Winning a Super Bowl, however it's done, should make you proud and happy. End of discussion. I'm with it.
The Deadskins are calling themselves the Washington football team this season. Good Lord.
Wow.
Really? Are they calling them Washington football
Well,
team?
they changing the name.
I know they are, but what are they calling themselves?
This season, I guess they're right, the Washington football team, until they figure out an official name, I guess.
DFS Hobby says to a make or break season.
To a make or break season, I don't know about make or break. But you know what? The worst thing that can happen to us is if we do Tua like Rosen did in Arizona. If it's a bad season and they literally go after Trevor next year, that would be the worst situation for us.
Rip Tupac says, man, TD, me and you sneaking in, scooped out Hard Rock. I got waves, fake IDs, baby.
I don't know, Rip, man. You on a whole nother wave. I ain't with that illegal stuff, man.
Malik Power says this season can't be here any sooner.
Man, listen. I felt that just hit my heart whenever this man literally said out his own mouth, a clean bill of health, I'm healthy and I'm ready to go. I don't want to hear all that. And you still gonna get people with the back and forth crap. Well, Genie, you're just saying that, man. Just shut up. Shut up. Sick of it. Stop that ridiculousness. You know how many times a man got to tell you he's healthy and ready to go for you to believe him?
Billy says, holla TD, how you been, man? You got me up on a ladder when I saw this update. I'm literally on a ladder working, watching you with a crew full of Jets fans up here in New York.
Hey, man, be careful, man. They might be mad that Tua healthy. You know, they might, hey, get off that ladder. The Jets fans, Adam Gase might try to get off the ladder, man.
Mr. Miami 305, 13 and 3 is coming.
13 and 3, man. 14 and 2. Why not?
Samaj Taylor says we are going to shock the world.
Listen, we should. Listen, man, at the end of the day, I don't care about the world in this regard, okay? Just shock us.
Adam Gay says fake news. Larry Reed says Super Bowl in 2 years.
This year.
Brandon Hudgens says, where y'all going, Miss Hillary and TD? Stay safe out there. It's raining really hard.
Headed down to Miami from Central Florida, man. We just got on the road, so we headed down south.
Scott Jackson says, next year, Mr. Miami. Estefan says, y'all still don't know what TD said about Tua. Watch his snapback video.
Esteban, exactly, man. I've been telling her, and I appreciate you, Esteban, man. Esteban is the one that sent me the interview of Tua at the Super Bowl where he said out of his own mouth his flaws in his game. And it's what I've been telling people for 4 months when they call me a hater for saying it. And then Esteban graced me with the video of Tua saying the same thing himself about the things he needs to improve on.
Adrian Gray, I'm saying I've never been worried about it.
Sorry, y'all. It was going in and out because of the it should be back, y'all. I know it froze, but it should be back. And I'm stopping at the gas station now to switch over.
Scott Jackson says 9 and 7, 8 and 8. Quentin Davis, how do you feel about Madden having us as the worst overall team.
They can have us what they want, man. Listen, Madden is Madden, y'all. At the end of the day, Madden is Madden. I think people put too much emphasis on it. Y'all second, because I'm about to switch seats
Take
with
your
my wife.
time.
Let
You
me
might want
see.
to take that whole
I am. I'm gonna
contraption.
take the whole contraption. Whoa! Uh, uh. All right, we good. Let me sit it up here. All right, I think we good. Let me connect. All right, I think we straight. All right, let me seatbelt it up. Your seat.
What?
I am not a fan of your seat.
Because I'm short.
Yeah, you gotta recline it back a little bit.
Okay,
Ugh.
so Carter, I'm trying to put it on the charger for you. Calm
Oh, you said
down.
iPad.
I'll
You
let
better
it.
be careful. They gonna fight you.
Cammy keeps throwing it.
All right, we good. It's all right, Cammy. It's okay. Okay, he mad. All right, y'all. I think we good. Let me see. You need your phone, babe? TD, we got the same
I
tab,
need the
bro. Oh, you mean
directions.
the Dolphins tab, man?
I need the directions.
The directions. I got you. The I-95 is right there, and it's a straight shot the whole way. So you should be good.
Okay,
All right, let me see.
hold on. I need it. How do I make my seat go up?
It's all kind of buttons over there for
Oh
you to press.
God.
All right, we back. Y'all on TD, we got the same tab, bro. Mike Tyson is coming back to boxing. Let me see.
Okay, let me.
Oh, Dougley Durong in the building saying, "What's up, Hillary?" Oh, and hi, TD. How
Hey,
you doing? I
Dad.
guess. He said, "What's up, Hillary?" Oh, and hi, TD. Man, don't do me like
Aw,
that.
Carter's saying hi to Doug too.
Y'all say hi.
He's saying hi to Doug. Say hi,
Oh
Mr.
man.
Doug.
Hey, Doug. We talk all that PR stuff about he happy to start behind Fitz if he have to. Um, he happy to start behind whatever quarterback starting. If he want to do whatever's best for the team, even if that's telling them what he sees from the sideline. So he playing the PC game. Tua know he gonna start. Tua know he going to war.
Wait,
Tua know what time it
how do
is.
I get to I-95?
95 right here. It's the
Like right
next,
there?
right up there.
Okay.
All right. And then you just get on, and we 3.5 hours, and we'll be there.
Okay.
All right. Wash your hands. Don't touch the gas pump. We just stopped at the gas station to switch. We got plenty sanitizer. We just stopped to switch
Who
seats. So
said that?
hold on. Let me
I
see.
love it.
Mariano's goat, I
Oh,
believe.
Mariano, don't you worry. I am the queen germaphobe up in
Oh
here,
man.
okay?
Miami Dolphins versus Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl. Don't get the Cowboys that much credit. Y'all hit that like button.
By the way, I heard you talking about my team yesterday, but I let you make it.
TD, I'll trade Sam Darnold for Tua. Case. Case, it depends if you hit that dislike button yet. Oh man. Good. TD fans talk big dog. Enjoy the brittle quarterback and kiss the gorgeous Hillary and the kids. Oh man, hey, I'll kiss the family, but you said enjoy the brittle quarterback. Come on, Mace. Mace, you gotta get on board at some point, bro.
You hear Kimmy?
You gotta get on board with Tua at some point, bro. Come on, man.
See him waving.
You say hi. You know Tua is starting, especially after Fitz's tragic last week. CD, what's good, bro? We winning the Super Bowl this year. You better know it. Hey, I would get a Dolphins tattoo, but I'm too light skinned for tats.
Right there? Is it right
Yeah,
here?
it's right here. TD, can I come back? TD, can I came back to Miami? Come back to Miami? Well, Adam Gates, I'm about to block you. I'm about to block you. I don't want to be responding to nobody named Adam Gates all day, so you might want to change your name. Wear gloves and masks. LOL, Tua going to ball. Fitz tragic. I did not see a tragic incident. Listen, y'all. Let's call a spade, okay? If y'all don't see what's going on right now, the stars are aligning, okay?
Oh.
I know I've already said it's too cold. You want me
No,
to turn
I
it
just
down?
moved it. I just moved it. It's okay.
The stars are aligning, y'all. If y'all, now the rookies came in today just to get COVID tested. They came in today just to get COVID tested. I know everybody, oh, the rookie's supposed to report today. From my understanding, they just came in to get COVID tested and show up to camp on the 27th with everybody else. But I know they'll be doing other little stuff, all right? What you going to the city for, TD? My wife has a doctor's appointment that we're going to tomorrow morning, but we're just coming in tonight so I can hang out with my mom and dad tonight and early tomorrow before the appointment, and we're going to head right back up home. So they're coming in to get COVID tested, and we're going to go from there, man. They start camp next week, but y'all need to understand, Tua been working. Tua's been working. He has the advantage. He has the leg up. He's been at the facilities for almost, I don't even remember how long, but I'm going to guess like a month now. I'm guessing, y'all, because I don't even remember when they said the injured players could come back. But it had to be about a month or so now, right? So, listen, man, this guy is ahead of everybody else. He been in there with the coaches. He been in there with the staff. Put two and two together. Billy said, I am pumped for Tua. I just hope our O-line is solid enough for your thoughts on that this since I think the pretty critical for our success. Listen, man, we all would be making assumptions when it comes to the O-line. The one assumption that I can make about the O-line that I do feel good about is the fact that it's almost impossible for us to have not gotten better. Now, if we ain't get better, oh my gosh, headache on top of headache. But it's almost a guarantee that we at least got better, y'all, on the O-line. So, hey, that's all I can hang my hat on right now, is the fact that we know we would have gotten better. Now, think about what Flores was able to do and transform this team at the end of the season with still not a great O-line. Some people have been starting this narrative, oh, nobody wants to talk about how the O-line improved at the end of the season. They didn't improve. The game plan changed to mask their weaknesses. Number one, they stopped running the ball out of the eye, period. Okay? Number two, we gave our quarterback an extra second to throw the ball automatically by running almost every play out of the shotgun. Number three, we ran plays that either got the ball out fast or threw up a high point ball to Devontae for a 50-50. So the sack numbers went down. The tackles for loss went down. And it makes the offensive line look like they got better. Truth is, I don't know if they got better. I don't know. So, but I can't sit here and write a narrative as, oh, they improved as the season went on. No, the game plan changed, which showed you great coaching. They adjusted to mask the weaknesses of the O-line. I'm not with that narrative of the O-line actually got better. No, but we did get better this offseason. That I do believe. That's simple, man. Cam. If our line hasn't improved, Fitz is going to start. I don't know about that. To me, I don't even think it matters whether or not the O-line improved or not. You got to put that kid out there in the fight.
Cammy, no.
It's time for him to play. Y'all hit that like button. Was he okay?
He's mad. They're fighting over the iPad.
Oh, make sure you share, Carter, okay?
Cammy's going to throw it, though.
Cammy trying to throw it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well. Got to put his fins up. It's going to be a battle for the QB1 spot this offseason. Listen, I agree with you. The only thing that matters to me is the fact that it's going to be a battle. I don't mind when people say him and Fitz are going to fight for the position. That's fair. But to sit here and say Tua ain't starting because they going to do this and they don't want to do that, that's not true. Flores is going to play the best player available. But again, let me tell y'all what people don't like that I say. Let me break down why people get mad at me. Because I've gone out on the record and said this. If first of all, whoever gives us the best chance to win will start. I think people agree with that. But here's where they get mad at me, okay? Because I say that if Tua ain't starting, then that means Fitz gave us the best chance to win, and that means that Tua isn't better than Fitz right now, and that concerns me. And they don't like that because it devalues Tua. It devalues Tua if he's not better than Fitz right now. And I think we can all agree with that. Because a number 5 overall pick should be coming into this league better than Fitzpatrick. I don't care if he's a veteran. I don't want to hear that crap. But yeah, he a veteran, TD. I don't want to hear it. Not more freaking veteran. Is he better than Tua? There's plenty veterans in this league right now that are not better than Tua Tagovailoa. So I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Ain't no benefit of the doubt in the NFL. You either win, produce, or you don't. Benefit of the doubt get you our last 20 years. Ain't that what y'all told me about Tannehill? Oh, we gave him the benefit of the doubt. We should have been moved on. You were wrong. But if I'm to agree with you, then no, nobody get a benefit of the doubt. This is the NFL. Ain't no benefit of the doubt. Give me tangible things that can show you the doubt. Not just I feel like, no. I mean, if you're asking who gives us the better chance to win, wouldn't it be the guy who literally just beat New England and in New England when New England needed to win and dominated the defensive player of the year? No, not at all. Not at all, bro. Why would I give him the leg up when New England looks suspect? They got mollywopped in the first round against Tennessee at home. They still was at home. Them needing to win was just to give them a first round bye. But it didn't matter. They still was at home versus Tennessee against Tannehill, might I add. So no, Fitz beating New England ain't nothing but what we do on a normal basis in the AFC East. Beat New England once a year. That's all that is. And on top of it, because he got to win against New England, he's on fire and he's the best option to win right now. Come on, man. Everybody and their mama know New England ain't had no weapons. Tom Brady out there throwing picks because he mad that nobody can catch the ball, nor is anybody getting separation. With a hurt, what's his receiver name? I always get them mixed up. Julian Edelman and the other boy. It was Julian Edelman. With a hurt Julian Edelman. So come on, man. No, I ain't big on that. That win was all happy for us, but I wasn't, oh yeah, about it. Okay, yeah, we beat them. Good. I'm happy we did it to them. But it meant nothing. It meant nothing. LOL, what? He haven't beaten New England on the road in a decade. Okay, and we just did. Okay. A meaningless game for us. A meaningless game for us. Okay, we did. On the road. And you ain't seen a depleted New England team like that in a long time either. And truth told, Ryan Fitzpatrick ain't beat New England. Devontae Parker did, if you want to. My bad, guys. Sometimes it might go in and out, but I'll stick with it and try to get back on when it does. It just happens because we're on these highways where it ain't much reception in some places or whatever. But I'm back now. But like I said, truth be told, Devontae Parker helped us beat the Patriots and our defense as well. Our defense was playing some of his best football late in the season, and Devontae Parker as well. That's what helped us beat it. Fitz ain't do nothing but throw up 50-50 balls. We're not gonna sit here and act like he was throwing strikes in the double coverage, threading the needle and stuff like that. Come on, we're not gonna do that. He threw up balls that any average receiver we would have lost 40 to zip in that game. Any average receiver. Devontae was beasting on the top corner, on the defensive player of the year. That's why we won that game. So no, I wouldn't go with Fitz because of what we were doing. I say put Tua out there game one in the shotgun. Even though we may have a better O-line and running the ball, start him in the shotgun, just like Fitz. If you want to run the ball, do a halfback draw. Otherwise, let him rip the team apart and see what's coming at him so he can throw the ball away in time without getting crushed. That's what I say do. That's what I say because you know New England is going to be out there trying to give him his welcome to the NFL hit to see if he can hold up. So I'd rather him see that hit coming versus coming from under center, back to pass, and his blind side gets just knocked off the rails. That's my thought. That's what I prefer. That's what they need to do. Y'all hit that like button, man. And if you got any questions, ask away because we riding out on the highway. This is your time to ask. I want to answer it for you, all right?
Just go to my app.
No, I'm not. I'm actually going. I'm looking something up. Shout out to the 87 people watching right now. Hit that like button on your way in the room as more people come in. Punch that like button. If you have questions, ask away. I want to handle some of y'all questions while we on the road. All right, we got yes, Tua got hurt in college, but he fought back to play regardless of the injury. That tells me um, that he's tough. Let's see here. And he plays didn't drop too off. Just like Saban said, he needs to throw the ball away. I agree. You know, and I don't think anybody's ever questioned his toughness. He's always wanted to be out on the field, even if he had to limp doing it. Nobody's ever questioned that. Who do you think Tua's favorite wide receiver will be? Me, I think Albert Wilson will be his favorite. Again, I think that Preston Williams is going to end up being his favorite receiver because Preston Williams can bail him out on the one-on-one high ball, and Preston Williams is also a great route runner and is going to get open in the middle of the field. Albert Wilson, again, I think his game is hit and miss, man. Albert Wilson finds himself open on occasions, but y'all also have to realize a lot of the things that we're happy about with Albert Wilson came on a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4 yard passes, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4 yard passes, and he makes something happen after the catch. We got to stop sitting out here making it seem like Albert Wilson is catching balls 15 yards down the field with great separation and craziness. That's not typically the case. Albert Wilson is the yak guy, yards after catch. His explosive potential for yak is what makes him. So I don't see I really don't get it. I don't see it like a lot of other people. They always throw his name out there like he's wide open 20 yards down the field all the time or something. I never see that. I see him wide open 4 yards down the field, catching the ball and making something happen for the rest. That's what I see in Robert Wilson. So if Tua's going to be a dink and dunk guy, then yes, he's going to be his favorite. But Tua has a tendency to go for the gusto. Tua is a go for it all if he sees it, if he can. If the defense tell him it's a one-on-one that guy should beat him, he's going for it. That's the Tua that I've watched on film. Tua's dink and dunks are a part of the game plan, but when he sees a play in a defense where he got outside, no. So that's why I say Preston Williams is going to be the guy that Tua falls in love with, along with Mike Gesicki. And Parker's going to be more so the go-to guy. Here's one where Parker's going to be. I don't see Parker just being the intermediate guy unless he take his game to even another level. And I'm not going to rule that out with Parker. But I think Preston has the whole bag for that right now. Just my take on that question. But great question, man. Ask away. The Yak is good, and Wilson can do that, and he has hands. I agree. That's your guy for the Yak. But the thing that's working against that is, see, I ain't going to lie. This receiving core has the potential to be just like Alabama for Tua. Guys that's just giving it to him all over the field. I got Albert Wilson short. I got Preston intermediate. I got Devontae deep. I got Preston deep sometimes too. Jaceki, wherever. It, it's going to be, man. He might feel at home, just like he did in Alabama. Is he?
He was chewing on your charger. I took it from him.
No, keep it out of your mouth, okay? Okay.
Tammy's hungry. Okay.
DJ, if you want to stop. Shaq Lawson, Mayo, Agba, Raekwon Davis, Brandon Jones is beast of the East. Let's do it. Do agree with that? This could be the same as Alabama. I really do. Jaceki will have the most TDs on the team. Devontae will. Y'all gonna see, man. Y'all gonna see. What's up, Finn? Talk. The guy that we need to be looking at is the guy Kirk Merritt. Let me tell you something, man. I agree with that, but at the same token, he might be a little gem that's sitting behind the stage for a long time because you don't have preseason, man. Reps are gonna be hard to come by. Reps gonna be hard to come by, man. Raekwon Davis is beast. Listen, I'm interested in how they're going to incorporate Raekwon. Is he going to be a game one player? Like, are they going to go ahead and throw him out there? Because I think they should. This kid should be ready to go in this league. But again, he's a player who should be, but time will tell. We don't know, man. We got 97 people watching, 81 likes. Y'all hit that like button, man. What's up, Elder Bruce Jones just came in. How good do you think the pass rush could be with that young line core? Very good. Now, sacks, on the other hand, I'm not going to say. But the pass rush in the hurries, exemplary. I think we're going to cause havoc. With Flores-type schemes, we're going to be getting up and at the quarterbacks a lot. And you got the corners now to fit the build of getting up and at it. Listen, there's going to be guys, I would go out on a limb to say we may rush no less than 50% of the time. You got two corners now that can play ball. I don't know, man. I'm just excited. I can't wait to see what the defense looks like. I'm going to prefer watching the defense over the offense. It's going to be crazy, man. Let's see. Parker will get, my bad. Parker will get doubled, and I'm not counting on Preston, rookie, coming off of an injury into his sophomore slump year. Double team, when you say the term double team, you have to understand NFL defenses. You can guarantee a player doesn't get double teamed if you want. Run them across, listen, man. It ain't many defenses that play man-to-man and assign a safety to double team. That's Lee Parker. That means you have to dedicate the safety to him. And all you're going to open up the tight end coming around on curls and different stuff like that. Technically, there's no such thing as double team in this league on defense. There's cover two, and if you run a go route, technically you're double team. You see what I'm saying? You know, there's cover one, and maybe the safety goes to your side, then you're double team. But there's no actual official double team in this game. If that makes sense to some of y'all who understand defenses. So I'm not worried about double team in the receiving core because that's just coaching saying, okay, they're bringing the safety to help on Devontae's side every time. Then let's run him some routes through the middle of the field. Like right away, slants. Safety doesn't know that you're coming across on the slant. They're worried about the deep ball. So it's double team is that term actually it exists and it doesn't exist technically. If you really break down football, hopefully some of y'all understand what I'm saying in that. All right. Been a while since I caught a live stream, TD. Pretty happy about it, man. I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy for me that you're here rocking with us, man. How do you think Bobby McCain gonna do this year? I think Byron and Noah will help in the nickel. Byron will help in the nickel. That's not gonna happen. Byron's staying outside unless we're having a problem with the number one receiver and they need Byron to follow. Okay. Number two, you said Byron and Noah will help. Noah will help in the nickel, but I could see Bobby in the nickel some this year and Bobby in the free safety as well. I don't know. I told y'all on the last stream, I have no idea what to expect from Bobby McCain. He does have a second year working in his favor. He does have a second season potential that's going to work in his favor. I'm going to move over. Outside of that, man, I don't know what to tell you, and I hate to not give you an answer, but it's the situation is too volatile. I mean, you got Brandon Jones, who might end up by the middle of the season being the starter at free safety. It just depends. Like, we also have to recognize that injuries do happen, ladies and gentlemen. All it takes is one guy to get hurt, and the whole scenario is flipped. The whole scenario is flipped. Well, Bobby might get hurt, and Brandon Jones got to show up earlier than we expected. And then when Bobby come back, Brandon Jones is playing great. Now Bobby come back to the nickel. It can go in so many ways. Noah could get hurt, and Bobby sees more reps in the nickel. In our dime package, all of them may be on the field. Like in our dime package, you might see Byron Jones, Xavier Howard, Noah, Bobby in the dime with Brandon Jones and Eric Rowe over the top. That's a good squad. That's a good squad. That's a good squad, man. Okay, we were warned. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. Let's see. Y'all gotta let me know, man. If Lamar Jackson starting trouble, man, I can go ahead and block him. We need Bobby to have his best season. I agree. TD, they just released the new name for Washington. Phyllis in, King Mill. I think the Ramsey will be free agent next year. He wishes Lamar's accuracy was an 80. Talk about trash. Don't worry about the haters, man. It's their job, man. It's what they do. It's what they do, man. All right. Let me see. That's the name. Washington Football Club is the new name. Wow. All right. I think that's lame, but all right. Washington Football Club. Carter, share. I see you holding it up, trying to keep it from your brother. Share. Okay. Washington Football Team is their new name. Well, team is love, all right? TD, you traveling again. Stay safe out there. We're doing our best, man. And, well wishes. Be 7 likes. Let's get 100 likes, y'all. Hit that like button. Thank you who donated to the channel. Tua Tagovailoa said that he has a clean bill of health. He is healthy and ready to go. No more debate. No more Tua debate. Health debate. So said, start him in 2021 because he won't be healthy. I don't want to hear nothing else. So all y'all, I don't want to hear nothing else. I don't want to hear it anymore, okay? Same here, TD. What a wasted opportunity to bring something new to the league. It's temporary until they vote a name. I figure that's what it is. TD, I see you life of a hands-on dad. I see your life of a hands-on dad. Oh boy, it's work, but but my babies, man. My babies, man. We coming in and out, man. We going to South Florida and headed back, or whatever. We'll be back tomorrow. Mike Adams Scheffler reported that's the new name. Be careful and be safe on the road, brother. We are, man. I'm streaming right now. The wife is driving. She insisted to drive. I usually don't even allow her to drive because
I'm gonna just let him go. I don't understand how I would get pulled over.
All right, we back, man. The lag went away, man. But yes,
I
you
don't
should
know.
turn your windshield wipers
I don't
off.
know how I would get pulled over.
You can get pulled over
For what?
because the police are like, it's not raining outside anymore, and somebody still got their wipers on. They must be on drugs.
The rain keeps coming in and out really quick, so I can see. I just want to be proactive.
All right. Whatever you need to do to be comfortable, baby. But you make yourself a target.
I don't know how.
All right, I'm just saying. Only people on drugs are driving the windshield wiper when it ain't raining.
That's not true.
Well, you're right. It's not true. You're doing it too. Oh man. Yeah, I'm still here, man. We just going in and out of certain lags because of the area.
Every time we go under a bridge, it seems like.
Yeah. It's considered a distraction to oncoming drivers. I don't know, man. I don't know. LOL.
Is there a police officer in the chat that can verify this?
Shippers again, huh?
Is there a police officer in the chat that can verify this?
I'm telling you. I am telling you this. There goes TD with the shippers again. What is a shippers? I don't know what a shipper is.
Maybe he means wipers.
With the wipers, oh, okay. Yeah, no. TD wife with the wipers again. She did this last time, y'all remember. Driving with the windshield wipers on the dry.
It's not dry. It's been going on and off.
It's dry,
the weather
man.
has been.
The windshield is dry.
But they can't see the roads. The roads are wet.
They can't see the
No, the rain has been coming in and out. Is what
All
I'm
right,
trying
baby,
to
we
say.
ain't gonna argue about your dry windshield wipers. Oh man. But listen, y'all, man, we ready for war. Hopefully we get some news on these guys showing up today. But from my understanding, they only showed up for camp. Let's see, every time. I'm ready to dominate the NFL this year. Yes. Tell Hillary I said hello. It's been a while. How are you and the fam, TD? We're great, man. Couldn't be better.
Who is that?
That was El Burgess.
Hey, oh my gosh. Hey, El Burgess, how are you? It has been a while.
Yes, it really has. Look at this.
El Burgess is the OG.
Now everybody posts an article saying, Tua says, I'm ready to. Woo! Super Bowl time, baby. All the haters can sit down.
Are you going to any games this season?
No, I ain't going to no games. I ain't playing with this COVID stuff. I am not playing with this COVID stuff.
That's so funny.
Listen, man, we got 100 likes. Thank y'all. We trying to get 200 likes on the video. So if you watch this later, make sure you hit that like button. War ready in 2020 from Crazy California. Before I get out of here, if anybody got any other questions, I'm gonna hang around a little longer. If you got any questions, I want to answer them now. Give you my thoughts on them. Tua ready though, man. I've been telling y'all this
You
all
know,
this time,
you
man.
know what they could do? You know
What's
how
that?
they have the scoring screens in the stadiums?
Uh-huh.
They can have like a big Zoom screen of different fans watching, so it'll feel like people are in the stadium for the
True,
players,
it'll take a lot
but
to do that.
they could do that, and then they could just close the insides of the stadium.
They can do that. You see what
Yeah.
the NBA doing, right?
What?
I mean, it's fine to me that how they play. I watched some of the games last night. I got it going, and
They're playing without people in the
yeah, they're
stadium
playing
because it's
without
just
people.
not safe at the end of the day. It's not safe. And apparently, I was listening to someone say it'll get worse in the fall.
Yeah,
So
it
they
is
need
supposed
to
to get
take
worse in the fall.
precautions, you know?
And shout out to Jersey Dolphin. He had a great concern because this is a good one. TD, I'm seriously worried about injuries if they do even start the regular season. I'm worried about injuries as well because they aren't getting really what they usually get. But listen, what they haven't decided on yet, the players are still fighting for a 21-day acclimation period, strength and conditioning period. So players are still fighting for a 21-day strength and conditioning period. I personally think the NFL is going to grant them anything just so that they don't complain and cry about the regular season start date. The NFL already said, okay, no preseason. We're giving you what you want. Next up, the NFL is going to say, we agree to the 21-day strength and conditioning period. Watch out for that, y'all. Mark my words. That's what's going to happen. They're going to be like, we're giving you what you want. Because the NFL just wants on game one, Sunday. I don't want to hear no complaining. Come play for us. Will the players do it? I don't know. But that's what's going to happen.
Have they said that they're not going to be selling tickets yet, though? Like, have they confirmed
They
all
already
that?
selling tickets.
I don't
Ticket
understand.
holders. First come, first
I don't
serve.
understand how they're going to do that. That's not safe.
They're just going to adhere to social distancing guidelines.
But what about when people go get food or when people are in the restroom or
Everybody's being
people
mandated to wear a mask and maintain social distancing.
in the hot, in the heat, keep your mask on? How are you going to cheer?
That's your choice. But you have to. Same thing people in Disney right now. People in Disney walk around in that heat with the mask on.
Y'all are better than me. I couldn't do it.
That's their choice. Appreciate you, Daniel. I'll be safe, man. Congratulations to Jimmy Johnson and Hall of Fame. Yes, sir. I gotta talk about that later on. What's your thoughts on the monster defense scheme they've been implementing in the Zoom meetings? I gotta hear more details about it. We still gotta see it unfold. We gotta see it unfold. I already know anything with the monster defensive package is simply sitting six. I think it's just sitting six. Man to man across the board, one on one, send six. And if they got a running back in the backfield, they gonna send seven, but they gonna send one guy in the direction of the running back. It's that simple. Get there in 1 second. Send one more than they can block, and spread it out. They gonna have the speed on the outside and the power on the inside. Send them. Quarterback got to get rid of the ball in 1 second, and we're playing bump and run for 1 to 2
Did
yards off.
Cammy throw that iPad again? Did Cammy throw the iPad?
Yeah, he threw that.
Carter, don't give it to Cammy. Don't give it to Cammy, okay, Carter? Cammy, no, throw the iPad. Just give it to him, babe.
I am. I was up. Get it back up. It's a 4-3 cover one. 4-3 cover one. Hold on. 9, 10, 11. So I mean, it's basically, technically, it's like a 4-4 because if it's a 4-3 cover one, and then you got the two boundary, it depends on the formation of the offense for the third guy. So what that means, so if it's a 4-3 cover one, what that means is our scheme is relying on Xavier Howard and Byron Jones. And that means means that they will probably have Bobby at the top. Hmm. It just depends on how creative Flores is going to be. Is he going to run the free or the strong at the top? Is he going to run the free or the strong at the top? I would imagine the strong. I'm envisioning what you're saying on the 4-3 cover one. Mm. So they're man-to-man across the board, and they dedicated 7 to the box no matter what. That's basically telling me. That means we can overcommit to the run and still have a safety net over the top because we're literally going to be relying on Byron Jones and Xavier Howard to handle their guy one-on-one all game. In the cover, the guy over the top is really just there to look at everything happening and look where we miss. Like if we over pursue on the run, who snuck behind the defense? That guy covering. I don't even think the cover one guy is to be on the top of the defense for X or Byron. That's a suffocating defense. That's a suffocating defense. The only way you can beat it is if you beat X or Byron. That's a suffocating defense. They will always over pursue on the run to guarantee it doesn't go anywhere. And anything that sneaks out on top for play action, you always got that. You probably got the weak side blitzing. You will probably run the weak side blitzing on every play. Whatever the weak side is on the play action, so that the quarterback, if it's a play action, he got a guy coming straight to him on the weak side. So that doesn't work. I love it. I love it. You over pursue the run, to shut the run down. Anything that gets on top of the defense when the linebackers realize it's a play action, that one safety over the top is there to come downhill and snuff that out. And it has to be an inside guy, a tight end or a receiver inside that gets behind the defense. Because X and Byron are just on an island. I love it. I love it. They're basically putting the onus on X and Byron to be the to make it all work. I love it. And you put guys like Noah or Bobby in the nickel for the third guy if you have to. I love it. It's a defense that relies on the nickel and the two outside boundary guys. It's that simple. But now you can commit 2 extra guys to the box on the run. Any tight end that sneaks out, the safety has to come out and be able to recognize that. It's gonna eliminate screens and game. I love it. It's a suffocating defense. But you gotta have corners that can actually hold their own and a nickel that can as well. I love it. It's a suffocating D. If I'm envisioning it right. Sorry, y'all, I was getting a phone call. But yes, I love it. I love it. That'll be a mean defense. But we just gotta hope our corners don't get beat. Because they will be one-on-one. And I'm not gonna talk about that, okay? I'm just gonna operate out the assumption that none of them will get beat. I know Byron ain't. Miami Dolphins for life, all day, every day. Don't forget eye protection. Yes, it's kind of what we were doing versus Pittsburgh in the first half. Mask and gloves. You looking at it how I'm looking at it. That's the only way I can envision it with our personnel. Now, if we didn't have lockdown corners, now we're relying on the linebackers to not get sucked in on a run. Because that one high safety is going to have to pick which side has the most deadly receiver and help out. And the linebackers are going to have to be extra smart and not let the defense get behind them. But since we got corners like we do, let them get beat. If they get beat, you beat us. But put it on them and now over pursue the run and let that safety worry about who's getting beat over the top. Let the safety worry about that. The running back ain't doing nothing because we smothering it. Even if they're out for the pass, we're going in their direction to begin with anyway. And you'll always send a weak side blitz just in case it's a play action to make him get rid of that ball or throw it fast because somebody gonna be in his face. Even if you send a weak side guy to pick up, you still got a running start on the weak side blitz.
Bad guys, that was me. And say I'm live now. Did you miss Matt Burke for dislike haters? No, Matt Burke and Adam Gates, they bring a few people in now, man. They bring a few with them. I average 4 dislikes now, so we right on the money. I don't mind that. I don't mind the 4 or 5. That's pretty typical. Bills fall, go asleep. Love it, TD. That's how I know Kyle Van Noy will do his thing. We built. Flores and them did a masterful job building this defense. People aren't recognizing it. Like, really think about it, y'all. Raekwon in the middle. Godchow on his side. Wilkins on his side as well. That's a good stuff up in the middle. Ogbar, Van Noy, Raekwon McMillan, Baker. I ain't even talk about Shaq. Do you know how many guys I didn't mention that can fill in for a lot of those guys on the second row? Do y'all know? And then Byron and Xavier. In the nickel, Bobby or Noah. Eric Rowe, I'm fine with at the safety. My biggest concern is the free. Strong safety, I'm okay with Eric Rowe, but the free safety is my concern. But I'm gonna count on But again, that ain't gonna matter if we are running this 4-3-1. That's not gonna matter. Eric Rowe back there. Do y'all realize that is oh my gosh, from a personnel standpoint, you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. You can't run, you can't come on the edge. We got edge setters. Not only do we have edge setters, if you put Godchow and Christian Wilkins on the outside of Raekwon,
Mommy get you some, okay?
if you put them on the outside, they're going to automatically force the running back to have to bounce a little bit wider on outside runs. Don't even think about the middle in general. And you got Ogba and Van Noy as security blankets just in case it does bounce outside. And you already gonna have a hard time coming up that middle with Davis and Godchow and Christian Wilkins on the side of them. Come on now. And I ain't even talking about Raekwon and Jerome. Let me tell y'all something. This defense is telling me right now Raekwon and Jerome are going to be sitting on blitzes all game. And they're going to come from the middle. They're going to secure the edges and send the pressure up the middle. Man, I can see it. I can see it. They're going to always send the extra guy on the weak side. Let me give you an example. Say on the left side you got the tight end and the tight end and wide receiver. Van Noy is going to be on that side, making sure it don't come on the edge. They're going to keep Jerome Baker out there just in case the linebacker sneaks out behind. But Van Noy is going to come underneath that to make sure the run ain't coming. But on the other side, you're going to have Raekwon McMillan coming to the quarterback, being that fourth rusher. And then you're going to have Ogba on the weak side coming around the edge. They're going to overload the weak side and come because we're two with our personnel every time. The way our personnel is set up, they'll be able to come on the weak side with pressure every time. But when I say the weak side, not just the end in Ogba rushing, but the weak side as in McMillan on that side as well coming through the interior. Do you know what kind of pressure that's going to put on the center, the guard, and the left tackle, because we're gonna have Raekwon Davis with the zero technique. And even if a running back comes to help, Christian Wilkins, one of them winning their battle. Even if you got a running back helping. And if you got a running back helping, it makes life easier for Vinoy to not have to worry about the run. He's able to help in pass coverage in those situations. And Jerome Baker is already looking for the tight end veering out of the backfield. And you got the safety help over the top and the guys on the boundary doing what they do and the nickel doing what he do. They're going to always see pressure from the weak side. And they're going to have to run on the strong side, but the way we're set up, you got to kick it inside. Yeah, that's fine. No, I know where the next main stop is. Man, that's going to be a nasty defense, man. Bobby, our free safety, confirmed. I know. Bejel, Van Ginkel, yes. Kruger Hill. Man, y'all naming them. You see all this depth? All this depth that we're going to have? I love putting Noah on the defense, too. Look down, man, to man corner. Don't worry about where he lines up. Same with X and Byron. Super Bowls in near future. I'm telling y'all, this defense alone, it should be, we might be going to the playoffs with the defense alone, y'all. And if our offense is doing a little something with Tua, man, imagine him actually coming, like this is what I want y'all to think about. Imagine our O-line being top 15 in the league. They're not exemplary, but they hold their own and they're good. They hold their own and they're good. At worst, they're playing our best from last season. And Tua, just imagine actually Tua getting off. Imagine Tua playing like Lamar did his rookie season. Imagine him playing like Russell Wilson did his rookie season. Imagine him playing like Mahomes did his second season when they finally gave him reps on the field, just like his rookie season. Imagine him playing that type of ball with these receivers, and our defense is doing their thing. Guys, man, I'm going to tell y'all now, man, y'all ain't no need to be doubting Super Bowl potential. We're a contender right away. If those things come to fruition, two things, O-line playing well and Tua is balling. Those two things are happening. I got the full confidence in our defense. I got the full confidence in Flores and what he gonna do with our defense. We're a Super Bowl contender. Why do I say that? Because even if we get hurt, Nick Needham in the second year, Noah being a first-round pick in the secondary, we got depth. We got all the depth we need at the linebacker position. And even if an interior defensive lineman get hurt, Flores is smart enough to switch to a 4-3 if he has to. He's smart enough to switch to a 4-3 if he has to. We have the depth and the starting personnel right now. People can disagree all they want. I literally think our defense is top 10 right now. People rate defenses off of personnel. Like, oh, they got this star, they got that star. But if you look at our personnel and our game plan cumulatively, come on, y'all. Our defense is built to bank on, we don't have a superstar in our box, in our front seven. But they're all great players when you don't have to help on the boundary or play zone all the time.
Water? No.
They're all great players when you don't have to do that.
Okay, 1 minute, Carter.
Y'all hit that like button. We're at 111 likes. Thank y'all for your support. Wait, did somebody donate and I missed it? Just in case you did, I'm trying to go back and see. Because I see $3 extra that showed up. But I don't see the donation. What's wrong? So please forgive me if I missed out on your donation on the screen. I'm sorry about that, but I appreciate your support. Yeah, on the next main stop, we'll stop and we'll grab lunch. Huh? I'll look it up for you. But anywho, y'all, I'm gonna end this stream right now. If we get more information coming out of camp, I will let y'all know. Again, if we get any additional information coming out of camp, I will let y'all know, man. See you, TD. Oh, G Firm donated. Oh, I see it. Sup, TD? Been a while. Fins, we creeping on the come up. Let's do it, man. I see you, G Firm. That's why my mainstream ain't showing me comments anymore. I missed a lot of y'all comments. Listen, we're gonna stop and try to grab lunch and stuff for the fam. I'll try to do another stream and be back before we get to South Florida. Thank y'all for tuning in. Love y'all. I appreciate y'all's support, man. This TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Peace, man. Gotta feed these